Hello, this is Chala Dincoy, the CEO and founder of the Repositioning Expert. Welcome to another edition of the Weird 5-Minute Podcast, Polish My Pitch. I have here Chris Dayley as my guest. So Chris, why don't you pretend that I'm a prospect and that you're going to introduce yourself out of networking, 30 seconds to a minute. Go for it.
Okay, so I'm Chris Dayley. My company is called Smart CRO, which stands for Conversion Rate Optimization. We help e-commerce companies create more profitable websites. So we use A/B testing to test different experiences on a website and find out what your customers actually need to see in order to purchase.
Okay. Do I have your permission to polish?
Please polish.
Okay. So I'm just going to go off of the fact that 70% of humans purchase based on pain. So can you start with a pain statistic? Like, we can make it up, but what is the pain around optimization?
And this is a great question. I mean, the pain around optimization is most businesses are making decisions about their site based on their gut. So we could, whatever. 90% of businesses have designed their website based on what they think will look well. And so the truth of the matter is you don't know what is actually working on your website.
Okay, and what does that result in?
Which results in, below average conversion rates. You're leaving money on the table. Usually most sites are losing about 30% of conversions that they could be getting if their site was, go ahead.
Love that. I love that. Okay. Is there any industry that is losing more money than others?
No, not really. I mean, I work with all kinds of different e-commerce companies and they all are about in the same situation.
Like, there's no industry that is more dependent on their website conversions than others, like maybe food or like restaurants?
No, pretty much any kind of e-commerce company is going to be losing about the same amount of conversions. I mean, just because nobody has done testing, nobody has data around what works on their site. And so it's all a bunch of guesswork. Okay.
And, but here's the kicker. There are some in industries that are selling more expensive things. So sure. Even 30% is still the same across buying a t-shirt versus buying, a car, then, yep. Okay. So that's what I would do to super niche. So the concept that I use is I just get really, really, really tiny super niched on your elevator pitch so that it gives you like a hook into an industry, so that if you're ever trying to grow, you would get all over those people like white on rice, and you'd be everywhere they are, and you'd be saying that one liner over and over again. So what is an industry that you worked with that has more expensive products sold?
E-bikes. That's a great one.
Perfect. Okay. Is there a lot of them?
There are a lot of e-bike companies right now.
Perfect. Okay. So let's say that's your super niche, e-bikes. And so you would, you'd be at an e-bike convention or like a Zoom call. And then you would say, my name is Chris Dayley. Did you know that e-bike websites are losing about, how much are they losing? Let's say it's 30%. Let's say the traffic is about 1 million a day. You know what I mean? Like, so you would come up with some sort of number and say, did you know that on average you're losing as an industry average about $500,000 a month or a year, whatever that is.
Yep.
Because of bad conversions on your site. Did you know that? And then they're going to be like, whoa, that's the number we're trying to hit. And then, what you say is, well, what we do is we increase that, or we reduce that by half within a month, or I don't know what the metrics are. So does that make sense?
We'll typically get about a 20 to 30% increase in revenue within 3 months.
Perfect. So you just tell them that.
Yep.
All right. So
I like that.
You've been polished, Chris. Does that make sense?
Yes, love it.
Okay, good. I'm not some crazy woman in Toronto telling you crazy things. Okay.
You are a crazy woman in Toronto, but I love it.
Okay, well, thanks. That's the first person who's ever come out and said it. Okay, thank you. All right. Thanks for being on the show, Chris.